Trey Gowdy drops nuclear bomb on Obama's DHS secretary, proves investigation is a witch hunt. Trey Gowdy wasn't taking any prisoners during the congressional hearings into Russian collusion, and he shocked everyone on Capitol Hill when he dropped a nuclear bomb that exploded right in Jeh Johnson's face. Johnson, who was Barack Obama's Secretary of Homeland Security, was under oath when Gowdy turned the questioning into a full-blown nightmare for the Democrats. You don't want to miss Gowdy as he masterfully proves this investigation is one big witch hunt. Trey Gowdy slammed Jeh Johnson during the congressional hearings on Tuesday, and he brought up what conservative pundits have been saying is the smoking gun to the whole Democratic National Committee Russia hack case. Simply, the DNC refused to allow any law enforcement agency to ever examine their servers which they claimed were hacked. "I don't want to beat a dead horse," Gowdy told Johnson during the House Intelligence Committee hearing. The DNC never turned the hacked server over to law enforcement. They weren't going to give you the server, he continued. So, if you're investigating from a law enforcement standpoint the hacking by a foreign hostile government, wouldn't you want the server? Wouldn't that help you, number one, identify who the attacker was? If memory serves me, this was early in the summer of 2016 when we learned of the DNC hacks. He went on, so, if they had turned the server over to either you or, then FBI Director James Comey, maybe we would have known more. And, maybe there would have been more for you to report. Then, he dropped the bomb, asking, why would a victim of a crime not turn over a server to an intelligence community or to law enforcement? "I'm not going to argue with you, sir," Johnson replied, laughing nervously. He then tried to wiggle out of it by calling it a leading question. Sure, it was meant to be a leading question, but if Johnson had any answer, he would have given one. Johnson, knowing he could be charged with negligence, said later in the hearing, "I should have camped out at the DNC until they turned it, the servers, over to me." The truth that Gowdy brought to the forefront is that Russia always tries to hack our infrastructure. America also hacks into other governments. It's part and parcel of living in 2017. This was an important point to make. The hysteria the Democrats have brought over this alleged Russian hacking was all to cover for Hillary's loss. Now, they use it to try to take out Trump in a witch hunt. So, why are we beating a dead horse with the whole Russia hacked our election narrative? These investigations have been going on long enough, and they do not have one iota of evidence that Russia did any damage to our election. They have no evidence that Trump's campaign colluded with Russia. It's a total witch hunt, just like Trump keeps saying. The special prosecutor, Robert Mueller, needs to go too. What is Mueller prosecuting? What crime? There's nothing. And be reminded that he is best friends with that rat James Comey. They can cook up all kinds of things with the power granted to a special prosecutor. It's time for the American people to demand the witch hunt stop. Send home Mueller and prosecute the real offenders, James Comey, Loretta Lynch, Barack Obama, and Hillary Clinton. There is no case against Donald Trump, and we want Washington, D.C., to start working for us again. Please share the story and tell us what you think by clicking one of the buttons below. We want to hear your voice.